At the end of the 2016 election cycle, despite Hillary Clinton's loss, we are left with a Democrat Party that seems to be suffering an identity crisis, unwilling and unable to reflect on the party's own missteps. So where does the left go from here? The necessary discussion is a matter of how we choose to invest our individual political capital. Can we afford to pour all of our time and effort to rescue a party that's drowning underneath the weight of billions and billions of corporate dollars? Or is it necessary to blaze a new trail of our own? People often say that the DNC is fine the way it is, that there's no need for a revolution, and that's just not the way to go about things, guys. They often fail to realize that the reason why so many progressives believe a full-on revolution is necessary for the DNC to be viable is that we recognize that the DNC has already experienced a revolution away from its strong, radical, New Deal values towards a center-right, corporate-dominated, milquetoast party of incrementalism we know today. Though this is no easy task, it would take millions of working class people standing up united against the donor class ruling the DNC, as we did in the primary with Bernie Sanders, and slowly but surely implant ourselves within official positions within the DNC. With the help of independent progressive think tanks and news outlets like the New Progressive, to combat the onslaught of propaganda fed to us by centrist think tanks such as Third Way, a path for progress may still exist. Yet, regardless the path we take, whether it be through the DNC or a new no-holds-barred independent party, or even a general labor movement a la Eugene Debs, it is important to realize that substantive change will not come easy and will not address the systemic issues plaguing our democracy if we continue to rely on top-down politics. If the Democrat Party indeed wants to win over the support of the leftist base that they've repeatedly scorned, it is imperative that the DNC and incoming chairperson removes itself of any and all perverse incentives, which includes a ban on donations and coordinations with super PACs like Correct the Record and large sum contributions from billionaires like George Soros and corporations like Goldman Sachs. We must not settle for half measures or for incrementalism, but constantly push for radical progressive change, not just on the surface, but structurally. Not only that, but we must also take on the duty of passing the torch down to future generations so we don't lose sight of the underlying class struggle we are fighting. And remember where we have come from and what it took us to get here and what it would take to have it all undone again like we've seen the past few decades since the corporate coup of the DNC, no matter the prevailing climate. This has been The New Progressives, empowered by Millennials for Revolution. Join us next time as we continue our autopsy of the Democratic Party.